Hey team, welcome back to Starcom, the unknown sector. Where last time about, I don't even remember at this point. I had been doing things and stuff. I think I was doing some science lab doom stuff down there. We got us some resources, which is always good, because I need some. I think I still need that bucket of titanium, to be fair. Oh, yeah, okay. I remember now. Shield shenanigans. $68, 125, and 51 neutronium. Yeah, I remember now. Alright, well, that then being that for the time being. Out of curiosity, and since neutronium isn't, you know, easiest thing, the easiest thing to get our hands on. Jeez. Alright. What can we sell to them? We don't really need to sell anything. I think the CXTA buys plutonium for far more than I don't really want to burn that into copper, do I? No. Okay. We'll just do that. That's fine. Let the silliness commence. Didn't mean to do that. Ugh. Definitely need those. Oh no, they don't. Interesting. It's the inverse of what I thought. Wait, no, I wanted... God damn it. Only 40 more neutronium to go. Roughly. Just making our rounds. It's just nice to be able to sit there and be like, yeah, whatever. I don't like the game turns off the turbo drive every time you load in. Alright, so that's not bad. That gets us part of the way there. What else are our positives? We can do that for the time being. Alright, we're getting there. 32 more to go. We can do it. I have the tiger. I believe in us. The only trader we haven't hit up is Whiskamug. Because we'll get the planet here and the guild trader. Very nice, very nice. I could also sell a whole bunch of shit in there. Like all the artifacts that I don't need anymore? Could do that. 25 more to go. Almost. Alright, not bad, not a bad run. Actually it is, because now I need like 50 yttrium. Anyway, since we did our galaxy tour... Actually, you know what we could do? We could... check out our hot spots, as it were. The places that drop iridium. Oh, drop iridium. And expensive mats. And there was whiskey mug. God damn it. You still around here, asshole? Oh, okay. Figured I'd check. Drive instrument. Also a good reason to come over here, I guess. More researchy bits. Damn, nothing. Well, besides the researchy bits. An advanced instrument with navigational inputs, a possible field generator. Likely a component of a dry system that uses ephemeral wormholes as a means of travel. Can I have some ephemeral wormholes? Shit. No. Almost missed that. It's another dispatch device. An interaction with my question. Wait, what? The data contains a number of curious geometrical puzzles that seem to hint at a hidden meaning I can't quite grasp. An interaction with my question mark, a bright young academic who concluded half a cycle at Creta. He agreed with Digoras' assessment that the test group really displayed a new intuition for the question mark, with several testable and proven insights. Question mark. He found their excitement and devotion to the project quite infectious and expressed a desire to return for a full cycle. More of that devotion, eh? Where could things have gone wrong? Is there nothing over here to grab? Damn. Damn. All right then. The only other stop is over here. No. I was like, what was that purple thingamajiggle? Getting ahead of myself there. We can still travel. We can travel pretty quickly, at least at this point. Nada. Alright then. That takes it for our tour of around the town. Why? Makes no sense to travel that. Okay then. The hell? Yeah. 2 iridium. Buying it for immense amounts though. Alright. What are we doing here? This is the shafty place. Just watching it get torn down chunk by chunk is hilarious. Rude. Come on, no whammies. You gotta be kidding. So you gotta be kidding me. You cannot be for real right now. And you keep getting injured on this one place. No, you got a jump gate. Yeah. Neutronium's expensive, yo. I bought the entire galaxy stock of it right now. Another city that's being co-opted by the devout influence. Ensign Triton expresses disgusted admiration of their ability to control the population through a mix of localized nationalism, conversion, and implied threat. Ensign Glees observes that the planet's industries have recently been redirected towards large-scale mass production of some unknown equipment, presumably military in nature. Whatever it is, it uses more radiation shielding than should be necessary to block active scans. Rainbow gas giants. Ionized layers within the gas giant's atmosphere each have their own magnetic pole. The complex interactions between them create the illusion of radio communication. From orbit, Atlas detected complex radio signals that seemed indicative of a civilization, but once within the upper atmosphere, the lander's instruments detect no sign of life or technology. Everybody's down on Neutronium because of me. Alright, let's go ahead. We're close. Kind of. Neutronium's still the twat muffin, but back to here. And back to here. You can do it. Come on. Yeah. Hey, another neutronium. Alright, 13 to go. We got this. Eventually. Ah! Don't stand in front of the frickin' flingers, man. It's a good way to get your ass run over. Alright, so what are we seeing up here? We are meeting, what, the Kiernan? Greetings, smooth, unfamiliar creature. You are in Kiernan space. Explain your presence. Oh, why do I feel like y'all aren't going to be friendly? I am Commander Rask of Starcom. We are peaceful explorers from a distant region. We have recently learned from our agents that our arrivals, the Nimian, may have sent a spy into our territory to probe for weakness. Perhaps the timing of your arrival is coincidental? I assure you, we aren't spies. Spies generally don't show up in big old carriers. No spy would readily admit the fact. I mean, that's fair. Unlike the Nimian, we do not attack without good reason. If you give us new cause to believe you are spies, we shall treat you peacefully. Are you familiar with the devout? Of course, the academics turned inquisitors of the Empire were the first cracks in the foundation. They have attempted to make converts among us, but our mind is too strong for their superstitions. Your questions reveal much about you. Your species must have only just reached the stars recently, not to know this common history. Be careful not to display your ignorance too openly. You might be taken advantage of. He warns, foreshadowing heavily. Why do you hate the Nimian? They claim to pursue peaceful shared space, but in a shared space they maneuver strategically to control vital resources. Then they threaten these resources unless their cohabitators acquiesce to their demands. If we do not keep them out, they will eventually seize all. We are interested in learning more about the remnants. What can you tell us? Who are you that your culture does not have many stories about them? They are the remaining artifacts of the great fallen empire. Now that the empire is gone and her vassals jealously protect their gateways and other artifacts of power. What was this fallen empire? For eons, the empire kept peace within civilized regions. Their technologies were like sorcery to young worlds. Then the empire fell for reasons that are as mysterious as their artifacts. Now its former vassals fight over its remains. Great difficulty, Ensign Pyrrhix pilots the lander through a blinding sandstorm. I've seen this one too. But we get the Oasis. After nearly an hour of flight, the team is forced to set the lander down to clean out the cooling intakes. By the time the chore is complete, the anomaly signal has disappeared. Yeah, because we got the altar. We got the altar to the bones on one, and I think we got the Oasis on another one. I don't know how many, I don't know how many variants one planet type has. I'm assuming all the desert worlds will give us that now. An unusually powerful seismic event has created deep, localized fractures in this planet's crust. Numerous shafts provide access to deep lava tubes near where the sensors detected veins of molten copper. Ensign Gleese thinks they can cut precision holes with the mining laser to pull the copper where it can be easily harvested. Ensign Pyrrhix believes the plan is too much of a risk for the reward. Sonar map of the tubes will allow the team to find the cooled copper deposits. Now, let's go, Gleese. Show us your engineering thingamajiggles. When all is ready, Ensign Gleese triggers pre-placed seismic charges. The copper flows through the pre-placed channels as neatly as a refinery. Good job. You redeemed yourself from all your previous fuck-ups. Not really. I lied. You got a lot more redeeming to do. Your species and ship markings are unfamiliar to us. You are Nimian space. Explain your intentions. Commander Ask of Starcom, we are on a peaceful exploration mission from a distant region. Peaceful words may belie sinister intent. What is your dispositions toward the Kiernan herd? It's clear from the pre-translation matrix that the Nimian are not positively disposed towards the Kiernan herd. We met them, but remain neutral in your conflict. An understandable position if true, but the Kiernan have used neutral agents before with nefarious intentions. If you wish to demonstrate your friendship, perhaps you could do us a favor. We have lost contact with one of our diplomatic vessels and its escort. We are reluctant to mobilize the full fleet to search, as we suspect the Kiernan are looking for a pretext to attack. Yeah, we can find your diplomat. We would be grateful for your assistance. The last log update we received from them was purchasing supplies from a guild trader. Why do you hate the Kiernan? It's not our nature to hate, but since the Empire fell, the Kiernan have sought to exploit the power vacuum. First they claim to protect weak territories, then those protected territories become their own, and so they expand, pushing against our borders, unless they are well defended. Now accidents become their cause to make threats, and soon those threats will become action. Tell us about this fallen empire. It was the great power of the galaxy for 1,000 years, and kept the peace with a fair hand. Their gateways and flingers made travel and trade possible. Their Telonian chariots kept aggression in check. But sadly, it is no more, unless benign forces seek to fill the void. My purpose is to back the hell up. Thank you. And scan your planet. This oceanic world has a higher than average concentration of gold, but distributed so evenly that harvesting any amount would be impractical. One small atoll, however, is naturally placed, so its lagoon acts as a natural gold panner in the ocean currents. Presumably guild ships can't be too hard to find. If trade is their business, if you search for ship log for guild master, you'll be able to set the marker for where we talk to them. I mean, I run into them all the time, it's fine. Thanks for the non-tip. I'm really bad at this space driving thing. The entire planet is nearly a homogeneous biome of grassland and sparse glades. The only large fauna are large herds of roving horned ungulates. There's a number of automated monitoring stations that appear to be studying the creatures. The antennae seem to form as part of these creatures' natural growth. This is an unusual example of an evolutionary radio network. The team is able to capture several of these creatures for study with some difficulty. Their physiology is unusual for a number of reasons. Perhaps most striking is that they all have a complex network of metallic fibers interwoven with their central nervous system and horns. They have been implanted with transmitters, presumably to aid in their monitoring. I suspect, besides simple herd behavior, this network may allow a hybrid of individuals and hive sentience. Kinda neat, I guess. That was pointless. Oh, come on. I hit that. Wonder if you go too fast and you hit it, it just doesn't take you. It doesn't take you on a little trip with your rocket ship? Something, something, something. I don't really have any... Hey, look, boom. The Nimian have asked us to investigate a missing vessel. Do you know anything about it? Our business dealings are done in the strictest confidence. We can disclose that one of their vessels detected a brief Nemean distress beacon recently, near a remnant gateway. It's not near any trade routes or colonies, so we offer this equation for almost nothing, just 2 iridium. Oh, fuck you. We're interested in learning more about the Imperial flora. Yeah, what the hell, while we're at it. The gardens of the Empire are truly magnificent. At their height, they developed and cultivated a wide range of species, both hardy and delicate. Y'all can go to hell. We have purchased the database on engineered flora from the fallen empire and their genetics. Ooh. Now research the necessary... We can now conduct the research necessary to modify the blight in the lab. Okay. The guild have transmitted a set of gateway coordinates, which I've added to the nav computer. Cool. Alright, what do we got? Imperial Blight. Success. The new life form can clear Imperial flora from the colony and release nutrients, and then they'll be able to grow their own food stacks. Very nice indeed. I have the team deliver the new life form to the Administrator. The Administrator is visibly delighted. This is a wonderful development. Our food situation has relied too heavily on traders who often could demand unreasonable prices. We will incentivize merchants to give Atlas favorable pricing. Hell yeah. Yeah, buddy, this is it. This is what we're doing right here. Burn it all to the ground, baby. $69, nice. Ugh, 23 iridium, fuck you. So hard. Alright, wait, what? This is still here? Why is that still there? Container of glowing green particles. The particles almost immediately coalesce into nanite superfluid we've used for repairs. Observing this transition revealed some interesting properties about the nanites. Oh, come on. Let's move. Let's move like you got a reason. Ah! Now what? I thought I did this, so it's just giving me more. I mean, if you're just gonna give me endless neutronium, I'm all about it. I'm just saying, I'm not gonna be asked if you want to. 10 more neutronium, but a whole bucket of iridium. The missing diplomat. Elite destroyer, huh? You mean free resources? Got it. Had a moment there. This planet's magnetosphere makes tracking down the source of the anomaly signal almost impossible. Perhaps it's just a false positive. Nimian diplomat. Hi, how are you? No energy readings from this vessel. Its reactor must be offline or damaged. As the survey team approaches the derelict, they can see it's taken some damage. A hole in the hull allows direct access to the bridge. A single dead Nimian pilot is strapped in the command seat. As the team search for survivors, search of the ship reveals no crew, alive or dead. One of the ship's escape pods is missing. Examining the telemetry data from the launcher leads to a point on a nearby desert world. Examine the ship logs. The logs appear to have been purged. Ensign Gleese observes whoever erased the data did not realize that the comm relay still had the last outgoing message in its transmit buffer. First payment package and prion samples received. Transmitting the promised data now. The data seems to be a large collection of ship identifiers, timestamps, and trajectories. This data looks like plans for future Nimian fleet maneuvers. If accurate, this is highly sensitive military information. And then examine the deceased pilot. The Nimians' morphology, while similar to Earth felines, looks to have evolved via their own path. This convergent evolution process has been observed on other planets in our universe, but it is interesting that this convergence occurs here as well. Despite the unfamiliar alien physiology, Ensign Rhea notes that the biochemistry works the same with Nimians as creatures in our own universe. It seems that some chemical interrupted the neurotransmitter that regulated breathing, but whatever it was, it broke down quickly after death. cause poison? The hell are all my fighters? Might be worth revisiting the sector where the Nimian diplomat was known to be. We might have missed something. Even if the ship were destroyed, there'd still be some debris. Oh, it's gonna be destroyed in a second here. Using the telemetry data, the team is able to locate a small escape pod, partially buried on this otherwise barren desert world. Scans show signs of life in a nearby cave. The team approach the cave with caution. Inside, they find a gaunt Nimian surrounded by a disorganized array of crates and survival equipment. She eyes the team with suspicion and hunger. I am Diplomat Anasa Jari of the Nimian. Who are you? The team identifies themselves as Starcom representatives and provide the diplomat with a communication feed to the Atlas. Ask the diplomat what happened to her ship. We were on a goodwill mission to try to improve relations with the Kiernans when they attacked us. I was able to escape, but they destroyed my ship and one of our escorts. Something's not adding up. The Nimian didn't mention any goodwill mission. Ask the diplomat about the data you recovered from the ship's comm buffer. She hesitates. Comm buffer? I think I register a flight plan with the Kiernans so they would know when to expect us. That must be what you saw. That's not what we saw. And have the team search the diplomat's supplies. Despite her objection, the team opens the crates. Besides expected life pod survival equipment, there's a large number of gold bars. I carry those for this exact purpose, considered payment for my rescue. Life pod survivors are not expected to have crates of gold on them in any culture. She's attempting a barely veiled bribe. Make no comment on her suspicious story. Invite the diplomat aboard the Atlas to be returned to the Nimian. Hell yeah. Be like, oh yes, no, nothing suspicious here. Why did my ship stop zooming all of a sudden? That was weird. What are you? Dispatch device. Another one. Question mark was simple and straightforward directive. Help us maximize our understanding of the remnant artifacts. Based on the decay rate caused by the unshielded drive, I can estimate the age of this device between 700 to 1100 years old. Where the hell did they come from? At a distance, this appears to be an old Kiernan cruiser. On closer inspection, Ensign Gleese notes that it's actually abandoned fairly recently, and hastily buried in the sand. A recent windstorm has resurfaced it. There have been modifications made to the control system to support a different physiology. The displays support trinocular vision are suggestive. Further investigation shows the ship is old. It was recently rehabilitated, at least to the point of being spaceworthy. While most valuable upgrades have been stripped out, it was a rust job, leaving some resources. And we can use that atrium because I need like 60. This borderline temperate planet has only single-celled anaerobic lifeforms, which make the small glade of dead trees anomalous. After examination, Ensign Rhea concludes they must have been transplanted here. They should have thrived in this environment without competition, so their death is a bit of a mystery. Excavating around some survey equipment labeled Station 9011 reveals their entire root system has been amputated and extracted. The monitoring equipment's key components also have been extracted, save for the husk of the broadcasting equipment. So that was deadwood, if I recall, from the genocide experiments done by the devout. The remaining strontium-90 in the fallout reveals some interesting variations in the beta decay rates. Decaying isotopes mark the unmistakable epitaph of a late industrial civilization. It seems that this universe too has some civilizations snuff themselves out just before they are capable of spreading to the stars. While none of the culprit species survived, nature is making a rapid comeback. Ensign Rhea estimates that the next civilization should be ready to have another go at it in roughly 2.5 million years. Alright, that settles that. Am I willing just to drive up there? It might be a little bit of a drive, but it'll tell if there's anything. Yeah, it's not gonna take long at all. We're running at what, 550? Just to see if there's anything in between. Doesn't look like it. I'm detecting a regular signal nearby. The burst relay. This time I'll try not to blow it up. This autonomous relay station is sending out periodic tight beam radio bursts. It is targeting a large number of directions, making it impossible to conclude where the true recipient lies. The tight beam allows it a much longer range than a wide broadcast. The message is encrypted, but the original signal contains part of a semantic matrix, allowing for partial decipherment. The recoverable fragments of the message translate as triggered automatic defense near the excavation. Identifier 228, investigate and observe. The relay is powered by a small amount of cheerlight embedded in its core. I bet this relay is how the pyramid observers delivered their message to the evacuation group without revealing anything about the destination. Oh, here, have your diplomat back. Found a single survivor from your missing vessel. This is most excellent news. You have our deepest gratitude. Please give us any details you can. Give the Nemean a full account of the ship's logs pertaining to the events. This is most shocking. The Nasajari will face a tribunal for this. With the evidence from your logs, even her family will not be able to protect her. We're most grateful that you have uncovered this deception. If she had been successful, it would have given the Kiernan a crippling advantage. I implore you not to reveal this information to the Kiernan. They will certainly use it as propaganda against us. We are interested in information about the remnant artifacts. There have been renewed interest in these wonders from several parties. We are, of course, familiar with the Great Gateways, but know little about their other rumored structures. Our intelligence officer reports that the Kiernan recently purchased information regarding the location of a fallen Empire lab. The lab had been researching remnant artifacts, specifically something called a star lance. Our agents could not verify the accuracy of the information, but did capture the coordinates. Alright, we got some star lancy location nonsensicals. Maybe we'll turn on the big-ass candelabra. The big-ass ice cream cone of star lancing. But first... Our efforts hope that the Nemean have not convinced the Starcom to ally against us. We give you Ismach True, favored trade partner status, fair exchanges for resources, even remnant objects we have finished studying. Would you like to trade? They're platinum. This doesn't feel like some good exchange rates to me. But they do have 10 neutronium. They're really fucking cheap, man. Really fucking cheap. Like bigly cheap. Alright, let's see. 104. How much platinum do I need? I think like 100 and something. Are you out? 200 you. 190. Still not enough. Shit, we didn't even do. Alright, reset that. I mean, honestly, it's not a bad pricing for iridium right now, anyway. Not bad, actually. It's not bad. Almost there. Actually, no, because we gotta now do the platinum grind. Whatever. Oh, look, the Grorier are back. You know what? We'll deal with that another day. I'm going to take a break, so y'all stay safe out there and have a good one.